That was Awandiva featuring Vusinongwa. That is Ntsika. Ntsika, the acclaimed South African musician, is making a powerful return to live performances with his 2025 tour. Ntsika presents a place called Ngoma. Yeah, this is interesting. This highly anticipated tour promises to be a deeply spiritual and healing experience, born from an intensified connection with his ancestors, the same spiritual guides who inspired his internationally acclaimed debut solo album. Since the release of his first album, which garnered widespread praise and international recognition, Tsika's channeling of ancestral wisdom and dreams has only grown stronger, resulting in a collection of sacred songs. These tracks will form the foundation, a place called Ngoma, a tour designed to uplift, renew, and deeply connect with audiences through the power of music. A place called Ngoma is not just a tour, it's an invitation to embark on a transformative journey. Audiences will be immersed in music crafted to heal, ignite inner strength, and help break generational curses. Okay, what a promise. The songs are created to inspire the living with purpose, finding stillness in a chaotic world and connecting deeply with one's sacred gifts. Through both unreleased songs from his forthcoming second album and beloved tracks from his first, Ntsika will guide listeners to embrace presence, grounded purpose, and a meaningful life. More than just a musical experience, a place called Ngoma will remind audiences of their covenant with God, the creator of everything. It is a covenant that fuels and charges each individual's sacred gifts, propelling them towards their higher purpose in life. Ntsika's songs will serve as a reminder to live consciously, cherish every moment, and channel one's unique gifts from a place of surety. Every performance of Ntsika's present, a place called Ngoma tour, will be an intimate, soul-stirring experience filled with energy, reverence, and a call to honor life's sacred bonds. Ntsika will be joined by surprise guest artists on stage, making each show a unique and unforgettable event. 2025 will be a year of profound connection, healing, and spiritual elevation as Ntsika and his special guests create a safe space for audiences to experience music as a journey to wholeness. Yo, yeah, that is very deep, man. That is very deep, you know. And the good news is I don't have to explain what is written here. Tonight, as promised, I bring you the legendary, the well-known Ntsika.
The Duke. Oh man, good evening from oh my goodness, what an intro. Oh, and also good evening to your listeners, Mike, the legendary Ntsika. I liked that last part. Really, really dope.
That's me actually giving you my demo to say, can I be an MC on your shows?
Yeah, no, your demo is taken, my good sir. I could already imagine it with an audience.
My
This
brother.
is them already roaring and applauding, bro.
I got the job, eh?
You got the job right, bro. You got the job for sure.
Brother, thank you so much, man, for joining us. I know you are busy with tours and all, and how has it been, actually? Maybe let's start there.
Yeah, brother. Like, thank you so much, the Duke, for also just taking time out to also say yes to my people when they reached out to Unati, when she reached out to you. And I don't take such platforms for granted. I've been doing really great. The project is more than just a show. Just talking about it, just hearing Abantu also reading through the write up and just giving the foundation when they intro me into the show. It also just makes it even more real. And I cannot wait to see what this show will also unpack, how it will also unfold. Remember, all these songs, all these songs, just the new ones and the old ones, and how I'm going to narrate a story through all those songs. I've never done that before
Hmm.
with this brand new tour. So now I will be as surprised as the
Oh
audience.
my
I will be
word.
as moved as the audience, because these songs, I know them from my dreams. My forefathers gave them to me. They also promised me that they will move people. But now it's one thing to be told, it's another to experience it.
Wow. My brother, you promise a transformative journey.
Yes,
Um, and you say that audiences will be immersed in music crafted to heal, ignite inner strength,
yes,
and help break generational curses. That tells
yes.
me you are a very spiritual person. If
Bro,
briefly about your spiritual journey, my brother, what's happening there?
yeah, so I think by virtue of dreaming of songs,
Hmm.
by virtue of having the grace and the privilege to see people that in your lineage that have walked before you, to then be told that your great great grandfather would ascend mountains
Whew.
and just sit there alone and start breaking into song, and people in the village all the way down, they would hear his voice reverberating all the way to the village.
Yo.
And then for me, as young as I am, to then see that great great grandfather visiting me in my dreams and
Hey.
giving me songs like Sabela, that in its own is a spiritual journey worth 1,000 books. I never asked for it. It was something that was placed to me. It was a covenant, like I'm saying, that covenant with God before we were all created.
Hmm.
And Abantu Abadala also said, yeah, we also asking for this one to then continue the lineage sacred gift.
Mm.
If family and families have different things that they are known for, I mean, in your neighborhood, surely there's a prayer woman or umakhulu othandazayo, and they
Mm.
say to you, no, xa unengxaki, if you have a problem, just go to the corner there. There is umama from St. John's. Just ask her to pray for you.
Mm.
So each and every family has those gifts. And I think in my family, actually, I know that we were a family of music and of people that sing songs that actually heal people. And I know that I've been chosen to be the one that continues the gift. Hence, I say it with confidence that it will break generational curses. It will
Wow.
break those habits that then become toxic in this space, where in a world where there's chaos, in a world where there's so much noise, the Duke, people don't
Mm.
even sit comfortable alone. They always want to be turning on the TV, or switching on their phones, checking Instagram. People can't even stay a minute in solitude, in
Hmm.
silence, and just listening to their thoughts. They are always running away from themselves. Hence, I say this is a safe space that will then trigger people's inner dreams, inner callings, because your calling, the Duke, is radio. Imagine if you hadn't tapped into it. Imagine a
Whew.
younger version of yourself going to that show and hearing Ntsika saying, you must sabela to your calling. If it's
Yo.
radio, you must go for it. If it's music, you must go for it. If it's athletics, you must go for it. Then that young Duke there will then do everything that they can to make sure they become part of one of the best radio stations in the world. So this is me just saying we need to live in our purpose, and in on that stage, the message will be really, really loud and clear.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you obviously from a musical family. How do you then, or when do you decide, or now I'm gonna take this professionally?
Yeah, I didn't have a choice, really,
Okay.
because even when I went to school, I then started dreaming of songs at the age of 6 years. I
Yo.
was super young. I remember just waking up freaking out from a dream, and I could see an older version of myself performing to a 50,000 plus audience in a stadium on a huge stage. I didn't have a t-shirt on. I had my mic. I sang a song that sounded like a kwaito tune, but I knew that okay, this is something that is choosing me. So growing up in a musical family that then nurtured that talent, that gift, it only made me sharpen my sword even more. because when I went to primary school, like I say, my aunt also taught in the same school, and she opened like a traditional singing group, and I was busy with the percussions there and also singing. I then went to high school. I met the guys that started up the soil, and we started the soil, and I was still singing there. Fast forward to today, I'm still with the soil, but I'm also doing my solo journey. So my family played a pivotal role, especially my grandmothers, both from maternal and paternal. I used to stay with them, and they would sing lullabies to me and church songs to me, and I grew up just, yeah, singing in a family that would always break out into song.
Okay, there's something as I was listening to Ondiva, um,
Yes.
in my mind, and I say this every week, and I'm sure the listeners are so tired of me saying this. There's something Kosa, man. What
Yes.
there's just some. What is it that God gives you and the Zonkes and the Tandiswas and the Mandisis? What is it that
Amen.
you guys? What is it that you use? Or which cave do you guys go where you are tabat and
Uh, I think I think it's a an ethnic thing, bro. I feel it's in the water that we grow up drinking. I think it's the families that we are born
bro?
to, and also the Duke. I know that black people essentially we come from one source, you
Hmm.
know.
Mm.
Hence you find mhlambe abomthembu that are living in Swaziland, but there is Mtembus there.
Yes,
But
yes.
also you find Mtembus in KZN, you know.
Mm.
But when you then ask people to send to say their clan names, you can tell that okay, there's similarities there, you know. So
Mm.
we are all born from the same source. It's just that we ended up then just dispersing into Zulus, Xhosas, and whatnot and what. Because I'll
True.
tell you for free, even Xhosa speaking people like us, when we meet Zulu singers,
Hmm.
bro, trust me, we are always like, oh my
You're
goodness,
blown
you
away.
sound so amazing, you know. Niphuzani lapho kwaZulu, nenzani, you know, like it's always. But also when you think about it like that, Guti, we all blow each other away because when you
Mm.
listen to Sotho singers, all the way in Lesotho as well, you know, you like, my goodness, those runs are beautiful. And
Mm.
yeah, it just speaks to the fact that all black people really can sing and they sing really well. You know, it's just that
Mm.
Xhosa speaking people, they are always at the forefront, they are always on TV, they're always internationally representing the
True.
whole country. So we have that edge a bit. But I just feel everybody, every ethnic group can actually sing really, really nice.
My favorite is like my favorite child. My favorite ethnic group is Xhosa. I can tell you now
I
for
know.
free.
I same here.
We were talking with my wife past few days with regards to
Yeah.
the pressures of the industry
Yes.
and being an artist and all that. Because obviously being on radio, then I'm too close to artists, too close to actors and all that.
Yes. You are.
How has the pressure been? Do you feel any pressure, or are you still able to live your normal life? How's your daily life? I just want to
Yeah.
get a picture, a sense of that.
Yo, my daily life, as if I didn't have uh, a wife as beautiful as the one I have,
Hmm.
Oma Mekai, even when we're walking in a mall, right?
Mm-hmm.
She knows that I'm very, outside of the stage, I'm very shy and reserved, you know?
Mm.
But there will be people that want to show appreciation and just run up to you
Mm.
and overwhelm you with their energy. And it's not a bad thing when as a Duke. It's
Mm.
just that sometimes I can't meet them at that high
Ish. Yeah,
intensity
because you're human
energy.
too.
And it's always my wife that then nudges me with, hey, prep yourself, you know.
Hmm.
There are people that have spotted you, they are coming to our table. Please, do everything you need to do to meet them at the energy at which they want to show gratitude and
Wow.
appreciation to you. And I actually have to zone in. I actually have to literally zone in. If there are any pressures, I think that's the only pressure for me. But with regards to the fame and what other nonsensical habits that other peers of mine get into like the lifestyle that is fast, drinking and your creative block, whatever they speak about. I just feel that's when you are not aligned. You must do everything that pairs very well with your gift. If you are someone that has channeling music that heals people, you must find yourself even outside of stage in environments that speak to that. I know groove is nice. I also love groove, but I can't find myself every weekend in a groove. I must find myself in a place, mhlambe visiting at home in Makaya,
Yes.
just listening to the nature, the birds, and just getting more rooted. I must find myself spending weekends hiking, spending weekends with my family, and just reading books. So you must align yourself, and I do that. And hence, I don't even feel pressure because I don't put myself voluntarily in spaces that allow me to turn up a certain way that I'm not.
Interesting. My brother,
Yeah.
what's happening? A place called Ngoma.
Yeah, bro. A place called Goma, man. That thing. I love the fact that I am from a theater background. What people will be witnessing is theater in motion. I will be having people, award-winning actors that will be portraying my forefathers, so that people see exactly when I say I dream of songs. I want to reenact how those songs come to me. How am I gifted with those songs? The exchange, real time. I want people to meet my grandma. I want people to meet my grandfathers. I want them to see how they sing for me in those dreams. And it is a mystical world, hence I call it a place called Ngoma. But those are my dreams. When I sleep, I get taken to a place that I never knew what it was, but now it's a place that is familiar to me, and I've decided to call it a place called Ngoma because when you walk into it, as soon as you enter, even the birds hum in harmony. Even the soil you walk on, when your foot touches the ground, the dust that comes up, there's a tune to it. Everything, even the trees, they sing in that place. So I want people to come in and actually see how my dreams look like, feel like, and I want them to experience everything.
Wow.
Yeah.
PTA, that is on April the 12th.
Yes.
Durban,
Yes. Yes.
25th of
Yes.
April.
Yes.
Rebecca, obvious. August the
Obvious.
1st.
Obvious.
Is it EL? Where is that?
East London.
East
Emont.
London, yes, on the
Yes.
2nd, just after Gqeberha. So on the 2nd of
Yes.
August, Cape Town, you're going there on the 3rd of October. And lastly, you are in Joburg on the 5th of September.
Yes. Yes. But it all kicks off. It all kicks off on the 12th of April, like you rightfully said, in Pretoria. If there are people that are listening, tickets are still available at Web Tickets. Buy your ticket. Make sure you are there. If you're a student and you have a valid student card, you can come to all of my shows wherever you are. For 150, we discounting for students. I
Wow.
was getting messages from people saying, Ntsika, I still have a student card from 2018. I was like, try your luck, my man. Come in. Like it's an invitation, like if you want to
Oh
take your chance. We are all students of life, bro. If you still have a student card, whether it's valid or not, just come. You'll get your discount. Come watch the show. Come get your healing. 12th of April, we're starting Stay Theatre. Doors open at 6. Show starts at 7. And Siaka Kita will be my guest artist. Yami
wow.
Sava as well. And then the Ngomalians who will be playing my ancestors, the vocal ensemble that I cannot wait for you guys to hear.
Wow. I'll speak to Unati that in September the 5th, that Ebenach becomes partner. And maybe
Yes,
we broadcast from there. I'd
yes.
love to
Actually,
join.
actually, let's make it happen.
Let's make it
Yes,
happen,
yes,
man.
yes,
When
yes.
you come to
Let's make it
Joburg,
happen.
let's do it.
Yes,
Lastly,
yeah.
and I'm asking this because I'm a very spiritual person, and
Yes,
I'm battling with this. And
yeah.
right now, I would say one is on a journey of discovery. But it
That's
seems as
beautiful.
if where now you've somehow found yourself. If one was to ask you, as to what does spirituality mean to you?
Yes.
You know, the conviction around it. Is it the
Yes.
dreams, or is it your daily life, or what? If
Yeah.
one was just to ask you about your spirituality right now, what would you
Yes.
say?
I think they call it a journey for a reason. A reason being it's continuous. It's a conversation that is continuous. It's a conversation with God that is continuous. It's a conversation with the people that walk with you as well. A conversation that is continuous. And you must remember that makhulu bethu, not amkhulu bethu, they still go to God and pray on your behalf for all the things they want to give to you with. And when they get them from God, they then come to you and give you those gifts. So a spiritual journey, being spiritual, it is to be present in the moment, to be able to hear and listen when it is time for you to be gifted with those gifts.
Yo.
And even a gift, it always grows. When it's time for it to grow, you must also be attentive. You must never find yourself in a place of noise. You must always find yourself in a place of being receptive to what is being told to you. We have physical eyes, but we also have spiritual eyes. We have physical bodies, but we have spiritual bodies as well. Like we must always feed our physical bodies, our minds, our third eye. We must always feed our spirits. So you must do things that speak to abantu ohamba nabo. If uhamba nethunywa, ithunywa zithanda ukukhuleka bandla. You must always find yourself in a church or in spaces where you are also praying at home. If uhamba nabantu basentabeni, you must then take up hiking. If uhamba nabantu abasemanzini, you must always find time to go emanzini, uyokhulekela emanzini. So you must always listen. You must listen. You must also pray to remember your dreams, because once you dream and forget your dreams, it means you must change your diet as well. You must stop indulging in everything. You must start fasting as well, so that you are intentional with everything that you do. My journey is still continuous. My journey, I see it and I'm like, oh my goodness, my wife is even way bigger than I am spiritually,
Yo.
and she is also assisting me in everything that she does, whether it's in conversations or in how she has an outlook on life or on certain things, or she's interpreting my dreams. But also when I channel my gift, I hear people say, oh Ntsika, it looks like you have found this thing, but I haven't found all of it, but I found the principle, the thing
Ooh.
that
Wow.
makes it formidable. Once you find your foundation, trust me, it's easier to build all the way as high as you want.
Yo. I'm not gonna tell you what, but you've just answered a question I never thought I had.
Oh my goodness, that's beautiful.
I'll tell you when you come to the studio.
Oh
Once you're
man,
done
I
with your
cannot
tours,
wait.
you must come
I'll
back to the
remind you. I'll
studio.
remind you. I'll remind you.
Yes, at Hotel Sky. That's
Yes.
where we broadcast from Senton. And
Oh
I would
man,
love to have a conversation with you and
that's
just have a sit
beautiful.
down, man, and maybe talk for an hour or host a show together for
Yes,
3 hours. Who
more.
knows?
Yeah. Actually, the partnership, I think let's just lock it on air. The nitty gritties, we will just talk about them later
Yeah.
with Unat and stuff. But just know that we've locked it already.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you, my
Thank you
brother.
so much,
I'll
brother.
speak to
Truly
the powers
appreciate
that
you.
be. And
Yes.
because we are spiritual, sesibabo phile now.
Injalo, it's done. They knew it before us, so
Yes.
ours is to just do what we are being told.
Yeah. How do people follow you?
At Ntsika Music across all social media platforms. At Ntsika Music, and yeah, just hit the bio as well. There's ticket links there. If it's easier to go to Pick and Pay Boxer, you can do that. If it's easier to go to the actual venue where I'll be performing and purchase your ticket from the venue, that's also acceptable. And yeah, I cannot wait to see everyone in the city that they're staying in, and please come out in large numbers. It's a family friendly show, and it kicks off on the 12th of April inside Pretoria. at State Theatre.
Thank you, my brother. And as a principle, I just thought about it now.
Yeah.
As a principle, when someone does bad, we always say, we are quick to come to the media and say, my manager did this and all that.
Yes.
I just want to say to you, you are in good hands. How Unati represents you, my brother.
Oh, man.
I can tell you now, you are in good hands. It's how she speaks to us and all that. My brother, I tell you, you are in good hands.
She is such a beautiful spirit to Unati. She is amazing. And when we have our 1 hour long chat, I will also tell you how we cross paths a million times until we then worked together. It was so organic. It was written in the stars, and it happened exactly and at the time at which it was meant to happen. Such a beautiful soul.
She's so amazing. I'm at a point where
I'm
like,
super
do I make her my manager? Can I afford her? Brother, thank you so much for your time. You have a great night ahead, man. And regards to the wife.
Oh, regards to your wife as well. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, brother. And we are going straight to Sabela by Ntsika.